shootouts and robberies. Both are rising now that organized gangs are operating in New York City, and police say there could be hundreds of criminals out there, and they have no way of stopping them all.
They walked across the border for a better life, but now they are walking out in handcuffs after police say their American dream was to commit crime.
Police say a gang terrorized New Yorkers, robbing them and then hacking their phones to drain bank accounts of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Surveillance video shows the moment two masked men broke into the back of a Bronx bodega, walked up to the register, and made off with $100,000 cash.
I think all the crime is getting worse right now. I mean, especially with the bikes and the mopeds and the scooters, everyone's riding around.
Police say this is one part of one migrant gang, and there are others.
According to the police commissioner, the city is in the middle of a crime wave. And it's gang-related. Now, although some of the gangs are made up apparently of asylum seekers, what nobody's talking about is there's other high-profile gang-related activity being orchestrated by gangs of New Yorkers as well. We're talking everything from cell phone theft to pickpocketing. A crime spree involving bodegas has seen certain businesses lifted for over $100,000. And the next time you're out at a bar and someone attractive approaches you and talks to you, they could be targeting you for some crimes that are so heinous, it makes me think it's probably not even safe to go out at night here. On top of that, some of the asylum seekers who've been caught up in this may have been exploited by gang leaders the police are now looking for. But before we get into why this is happening and how much damage is being done to the city, it's important to understand that many of the criminals who have been caught have already been controversially released without bail. So they're still out there somewhere for some reason. But what's alarming is that when last year ended, overall levels of crime in the city were down. There was a 12% decrease in extremely violent types of crime, but the reduced crime trend has reversed. And what most people don't know is that since 2019, overall crime in the city is up 32%, which means 1 out of every 3 New Yorkers are now more likely to be involved in some sort of incident. And the types of incidents happening now are unlike anything I've ever seen. So this right here might look like your typical New York City apartment building, but inside buildings just like this, there are gangs operating and using them as hideouts. Inside, you'll find illegal apartments full of the tools needed to commit modern crime. Stuff for hacking, stealing identity, reprogramming phones. And authorities think there could be hundreds of these gang operations hidden throughout the city that they haven't even discovered yet. But the mayor has made it clear that the gang activity we're talking about does not represent the majority of asylum seekers, many of whom have come here seeking a better life without the intent to commit crime.
How did these migrants end up on the wrong side of the law? Police say it did not happen overnight and that they are organized criminals. Police say a ringleader of the group has been recruiting migrants who recently arrived in the city to do his dirty work. He even had a so-called inside man.
What a crazy operation. There's all these people involved, there's a ringleader, and apparently he was able to lure asylum seekers into his operation. And what's crazy is they even had their own IT person inside the apartment helping them break into all the stolen phones. And the police raid was pretty intense. They showed up pre-dawn, tons of people, body armor, equipment. There were a lot of guys, and they went into that place when everybody was asleep and arrested them.
Police say a gang terrorized New Yorkers. Here, a thief on a moped steals a purse, but most importantly, a phone. The phone is then hacked to drain the person's bank accounts. This one pattern has nearly 150 victims.
So apparently, these folks were part of a moped-related crime spree. That's how they would get the valuables and the phones. They'd ride up on one of these illegal mopeds that the police have since confiscated, and there would be 2 riders. There's the driver, and then there's the snatcher, and everything's here. It's really sad. But it wasn't the ringleader who was out riding around. But before we continue uncovering what these guys were up to and how many of their counterparts are still out there, in a sense, the leader of this thing was looking for people to exploit. Over 170,000 asylum seekers have come to New York City, and he was able to find vulnerable individuals in that population. Doesn't mean they're innocent, but it does mean he was offering them something very enticing. But one of the problems with this is police and the government here don't have a whole lot of warning of who these folks might be in advance of them committing a crime.
They're essentially ghost criminals. No criminal history, no photos, no cell phone, no social media. Sometimes we're even unclear on a name or a date of birth.
Bingo. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Of course, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, who is the God of the Hebrew Israelites, Yahweh Shai, being the true name of his only begotten Son. Also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Hey, just talking about this quote-unquote migrant situation, migrant crisis. Seeing this video right here, this is definitely giving off psyop vibes, man. It's giving off lies, and lies, man. But the point here, right at the end of this, or the point I wanted to make when he was talking about, I don't know if that guy was, let me see.
So, apparent advance of them committing a crime.
They're essentially ghost criminals. No criminal history, no photos, no cell phone, no social media.
Bingo. So they don't have any type of, like, what they're saying is they don't have any type of knowing who these people are. So how does that relate to biblical prophecy? Well, the MOTB, there it is, man. And again, this is giving off real psyop vibes. Like, everyone's asking where these people come from, what are they doing here? Well, the enemy knows, how these people got over here and what they're here for. I feel through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai. Now, we could be wrong. This could die down, We just like to watch, man, and speak on these things. But this, hey, man, with all this chaos, all right, because that's what's happening with this migrant crisis. It is starting, all right, the beginning phases of throwing the country into a chaotic state. And when it's in chaos, they need to bring a solution to the chaos. And you heard that guy mentioning they don't have a name for these people. They don't have social media, etc., etc., etc. Perfect time to come with that solution, which will be that MOTB, that device implanted inside of your body, all right, that will enable law enforcement to just scan it and see who the hell you are. There it is, man. All right, this is a perfect catalyst for this, man. But I don't believe these people at this point, bro. It's just too convenient, man. It's too convenient. And that also, all right, Apostle Tahar yesterday was going into that Pinto Bowser law or bill that they're coming out with, basically, criminalizing people in a gathering of two or more that they quote unquote think is going to engage in criminal activity, which is exactly what they're saying here. So this is the perfect time to come in with these draconian like measures, man. Let me bring this precept out. I don't even have a lot of precepts, really just this one I need. Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak who? The enemy, Esau, Edom, and the rest of his counterparts, trying to fulfill this new world order. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And here's the point: and think to change times and laws. All right. And they shall be given unto his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. And we're definitely coming to a time where this man's rulership is about to be cut short. But going into that changing the times and laws here in Babylon the Great, especially, the people are so puffed up and prideful, constantly screaming about their rights to bear arms, their constitutional rights. Meanwhile, a lot of people don't even know what's written in the Constitution. But I said that to say, dude, all right, they're just going to change, the law to fulfill their agenda. All right, so that's where they're going to come in with these extreme measures, the martial law, the law that you have to have this mark. All right. And then with all this chaos, you have the chaos aspect of it, and they need to get order to the chaos. You also have the miracle side of it, via Elon Musk technology and this chip. So all these things. Then you have the financial side, to it. And if this is perfect, man, I'm telling you, through the spirit of power, how about Shema Shah, and it's perfect because it's of the Lord. All right, He's doing all these things, man. But you've heard about the money, all right? What it was, well, I don't know. It was at least 1,000 to 10,000. They're saying they're giving or want to give these migrants on prepaid debit cards, man. Well, they know what's gonna happen if they go ahead and do this or continue to do it. It's gonna piss the people of Babylon the Great off, and it could potentially get very violent. You know, people will probably protest, people will probably quit their jobs, people will probably riot, you know, et cetera, get violent towards those migrants, get violent towards the government officials. And guess what? They'll come with a solution. You know what, guys? You're right. So how about you guys take this microchip and we'll give you the same thing, man, this universal income. All right, and we'll put money on your chip every month if you guys get in order and take this mark of the beast, man. And that's looking like exactly, I mean, it's a lot of things that's gonna happen between now and the second coming of Malachi Hawashai, but we are definitely in some crucial times right now, man. And you just got to stay circumspect, man, because this migrant stuff is crazy, and don't nobody really have no real answers to why all these people of all these different nations are coming over here. It don't make sense. And they're saying a lot of them. It's not like there's busloads and busloads and busloads. There are some that you see, but of families, women and children. They're saying most of these guys are military aged men. All right, and that's, I mean, it's just going to be so many issues. But make no mistake about it, if they continue with this quote unquote migrant crisis, you better believe that they can do anything with it. All right. It can throw the country into chaos. All right. They can use these people to be in the military or police officers, which will enforce those draconian like measures on the people. We have constant discussions about, you know, a lot of American people won't, you know, for the most part, without a bribe, turn on other Americans. All right, well, cool. Well, the enemy, they'll just bring in people who don't give a flying flip about the Americans and pay them to do it. That's perfect. It's perfect, man. So you just gotta stay circumspect, and the Lord taught us not to be ignorant of Satan's devices, man, and his lies and his trickeries and his psychological operations. This is all part of his devices that he wants to use to dumb down the masses and into taking this MOTB, man. That's what this is all about. Control. It's all about control, man. And I cannot get over this, how crazy that this migrant situation sounds. Then they talking about, still, I heard it today again, I did a video a while back about it, but they're still talking about, I believe it was Michigan now, be prepared to house these migrants. Dude, that's not gonna happen. You better believe if they go through with any of these crazy ass plans and laws, it's gonna throw the country into chaos. I'm telling you, bro. Now, if they offer money, that money, the right amount of money, if you're not covered by Yahweh Shem Shah, the right bribe, the right gift, will cause any human on this earth to be compromised. So what if they do offer a substantial amount of money to house these people? Some people are gonna go for it, man. You better believe that. And again, that's where their mark of the beast will come into place. If they'll go for that with the bribe, you best believe they'll go for the mark of the beast with the bribe. But let's just keep it real. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, in relation to prophecy and the fact this place has to go into chaos, all right, I don't believe a lot of people are gonna go for it, and you know it's gonna cause a whole lot of friction, man, and it's gonna cause a whole lot of violence. All right, when they say, "Hey, you gotta house this person or these people," no, I mean, the average without that bribe, okay, you better believe without the bribe, no quote unquote American is going for it. Everyone can definitely say that without money, if you don't offer money or some type of relief, all right, to house these people, nobody in Babylon the Great is going for it. You better believe that, you know, especially if it ain't no woman, no single woman, or you know what I mean, especially if it's a dude. Oh man, especially if it's a dude, they're definitely, no woman is finna have some strange dude living with them, and no dude is finna have some strange dude living with them, man. And it's just going to cause more and more confusion, more and more chaos again, which they are allowing this to happen so that they can come in with the solution, look like the heroes, man. It's perfect, man. I'm telling you, when this place goes into chaos, however the Lord allows it, okay, they're just gonna come with the solution that they already got, this digital currency, this fake money anyway, to hand out to everybody, man. So to get y'all guys in order, to free, some of those criminals, non-violent criminals in there for weed selling and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we'll let you guys out. No doubt, we'll let you guys out. We don't need that ankle monitor no more. We'll just put this MOTB inside you. That way we can, we'll let you think them prisoners not gonna go for that to get up out of jail. Boy, stop. They taking that mark. Them prisoners gonna take it, man. That's why we gotta pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, for strength and integrity, man, because we'll be putting some if we wasn't covered by Yahweh Shem Shai, compromising situations. Being locked up in jail is a compromising, prison is definitely a compromising situation. Now we do know what the Lord taught us, but I mean, for right now, being in prison ain't it, man. We want to, if we gotta go, and let it be right at the end. You know what I mean? Let it be right at the end, Baba Kusha. Abanawa Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ain't nobody trying to be up in that prison and have to make, that type of decision based off of that. But hey, this is it, man. This gotta be it, bro. And we're worried because every time, things seem to crank up, it seems like it always kind of, dies back down, then it'll crank up. And then it'll die back down. So Lord willing, man, because we are hastening the day of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, this being the year of hopeful, what the apostle name it, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Lord willing, man, this doesn't stop. All right. And they got enough people over here already, the migrants, to definitely put this place into a state of chaos. All right. On top of, you heard what he's saying, hackers and things like that, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. The CIA ain't no joke, bro. All that stuff. This is a psyop, bro. And that's exactly what they might do as well. What I'm trying to convey through the spirit is, with this migrant crisis, the possibilities are endless. They could hack into people's bank accounts. You already see, these issues with the banking. All right, these major banks here, all right, people getting their monies just swept out of their bank accounts, man. That's a huge one. What if this place wakes up one day and everybody's money is gone? They're gonna have to quickly find a solution, or this place is gonna go into chaos, which is what they want. Let the place go ahead, pull the plug on this, you know what I mean? Put it into chaos and make the people have to depend on Esau Edom and his system, which is that MOTB, man. It's perfect. And the great reset, the great new world order, where everyone has this microchip, these 15-minute cities where we have merged with technology, and they can keep an eye on us 24/7 like they're doing now. Hell, they're doing that now. They've been spying on us, and all these cameras, the Ring cameras, all these cameras, man. You better believe, if you think I'm lying, bro, you best believe at least, and I ain't saying that's stopping no show with Esau Edom, but you better believe every thing that has a camera in my house, I got a piece of tape over at least, So I mean, I don't have too much else to say about it. Just be circumspect, man. And we're just watching this thing just build on up. But hey, it do something to my spirit, because I think it's absolutely crazy what's going on. It's almost unbelievable. But again, the possibilities with the quote unquote migrant crisis here in Babylon the Great, the possibilities are endless in relation to that new world order, in relation to chaos, in relation to prophecy. All right. With those migrants, you best believe every prophecy, can come to pass, with that. All right. Put this place into chaos. All right. The people not ready here because they're too busy, fighting the government and fighting people. And then boom, the big world war starts off. And here in Babylon the Great, they're not ready. They send the little bit of troops they got out scattered throughout the earth, and then it just be completely chaotic here. The police forces is no longer exist. And you can see that happening now. A lot of police officers are quitting. They're underpaid. They don't want to do it no more. So bingo, there's where the migrants can come into play at. Bingo, bingo. And especially if they are definitely in need, if they are actual, real people, real migrants, which I doubt it. All right, but they're going to be in need of quote unquote employment. So there it is, man. We'll just make these guys police officers and military personnel, and they'll turn on us so quick, man. It's not even funny. They don't care. They have no connection to the people. They may want to be over here for whatever reason, but they don't have no connection to the so-called American people, which again is going to throw this place into a chaotic state, man. So with that, you just got to stay circumspect, pray to Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai constantly that we're worthy to escape these things, that we won't be faced with some of these challenges. We do know that challenges await for us as the Lord's hopeful elect, and that we will be tried. But a lot of this nonsense, man, hopefully the Lord will protect us from. I don't even want to be faced with that situation of talking about somebody got to live with me, Like, what do you do in that situation? What are you really going to do? It's only two solutions to that, bro. You're either going to rebel against it or you're going to go with it. And then, if you rebel against it, who knows what kind of, remember we in Daniel 7:25, changing up, who knows what type of laws they're going to put in place if you go against, their desires, man. And it's only, come on, bro. I'm sitting here watching these guys, these little Edomite kids that got a little bit of money, order little foldable houses off of Amazon. Whole doggone house. Ain't no big house, but it's a house nonetheless. They just ordered it off of Amazon and it unfolds and folds up. Now I just said that to say, bro, there's so many ways that they can house people instead of building again those multi-billion-dollar stadiums that went in Nevada and all the Mercedes-Benz stadium, all that crap, or they could just throw them in there or whatever, But I'm telling you, letting them people stay with why would they do that? Just think about that. Why they have all these sports stadiums? Oh, it's just so many issues, man. And it just shows you how wicked this man is. Y'all got all these sports arenas, etc. Just house those people in there for right now. Why are y'all trying to, put the spirit out there that, oh, they're going to have to live with you guys? Boy, stop. It's going to cause chaos, man. Watch. But, and that's if it doesn't die down, man. Who knows? It could keep going, and it could, lead us to that mark of the beast, or it could die down, man. Who knows? But we definitely pray to Yahweh Hashem Hawashai for something to happen, all right? Because it definitely gives us something to talk about, keeps us motivated when we see prophecy and chaos starting to happen, and it's exciting, all right? But for right now, all we got to do is just stay watching, stay praying to Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai, stay in that hedge of protection, and Lord willing, we be just fine, man. We don't get caught up in this mess and this nonsense, man. The people who don't have the spirit of Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai, that'll be 2/3 of our nation, and the rest of these people, they're not going to know how to move and navigate, during these times. They're not really prepared. They say this and say that, the purpose say this and say that, but spiritually they're not really ready for the change, man. There's a change coming, and before that major change, which is Malachi Hawashai coming back, there's going to definitely be some changes to your standard of living. You better believe it. All right, don't forget about the famine, don't forget about the earthquakes in diverse places. In that earthquake, man, that could also go into all manners of storm, tornadoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, all these things, volcano erupting, you know what I mean? All type of situations. Look what happened in Hawaii. Look at Texas when they had that snowstorm. California constantly burning up, and that displaces people, bro. That displaces people. Just that alone, on top of the migrants, on top of the world war, on top of the famine, all right, on top of just the fighting amongst households, man. All right, the Lord said he came to bring a sword, that spirit of division, mother against daughter, father against son. All right, all these things, man. People will be going at it for a bunch of reasons. People going at it now. Hey, my brothers that do the news, articles, and going to many daily news articles, you can see there's a lot of domestic violence. And for you idiots out there, that just doesn't mean man versus woman. That's anybody within your household, man. All right. It could be anybody, brothers and sisters. There's a lot of people being put to sleep by their family members and on that domestic violence tip. This is exactly what the Lord said he came to do. Spirit of division, that sword. He said he did not come to bring peace but a sword, and we're experiencing that. Sorry for you idiots out there that couldn't, get it, that don't understand, but want to walk around the earth all puffed up like everything. You female pastors, you female bishops, ain't taught the people of your congregation nothing but foolishness. Got up there every Sunday and gave a good old-fashioned motivational speech. All right. And that go for the dudes too. You not warning your people, about this. Or you so prideful that you can't sit here and admit that you don't have the spirit to understand prophecy. All right. Or you can't even understand prophecy hearing it from a real servant of Yahweh Shem Shai. Why? Because the Lord has blinded you, and that's the blind leading the blind. So he done blinded Joe behind and blinded the whole congregation because they listen to you. So there's a harsh judgment coming from you for you guys too, man. Don't get it twisted. Not just the ones that know that they're Hebrew Israelites, all right, but for you ones that claiming to be servants of God and his son, but in fact have not taught the people a single truthful thing that's going to help them attain salvation, that's going to help them repent. Not doing no type of rebuking, no type of prophesying. All right. And it's really getting on our freaking nerves. We are in the middle. We're smack, the Lord's hopeful elect, smack dab in the middle of a bunch of idiots. We're surrounded. All right, we're surrounded, but luckily for us, we got those angels, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, with us, and it be more of us than it is of these idiots that have us surrounded right now. You better believe, man, it's gonna be one wild ride out of Babylon the Great. Hey, but we're going one way or the other, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.